get into a point where you could close it out there?
Yeah, it was nasty, but that's what this time of year is about, just getting wins. No such thing as a bad win at this time of year. Every one of them counts, and I think, we just stayed within striking distance. That, that unit at the end of the third, start the fourth, I think changed the pace of the game a little bit, and then once the guys came back in at the end, it took over, and, that's not how we drew it up, but that's what we'll take.
In a physical game like this, are you even more kind of up in your physicality? It just seemed like in the fourth there, like you were really trying to be aggressive.
Yeah. Just with who they had out there, just trying to disrupt their flow. When we sagged off of them a little bit, they were comfortable. They were moving the ball, zipping the ball around, getting cuts and stuff, and I think it was a little bit too easy. So just up in the physicality and up in the pressure, just, that half a second that they're off their timing. We got a bunch of stops at the end of the third and start the fourth.
It seemed like they were really trying to load up on you guys defensively and kind of almost dare you to play isolation ball. Like when they're guarding you guys that way, what do you need to have better offense?
Just get off it early, and then we'll find whoever it is early. Like usually it's Ant bringing the ball up. Different, we can play different ways. So, early on, I think letting it breathe, getting off of it, and then getting it on the second, third side. Now they're shifted. Now they're guarding for 15 seconds. It's a little bit more tiring than loading up early. And then, at the end of the game, like I said, we're gonna put the ball in our main guy's hands and do what he does. So we're fortunate for that.
It's a tough shot that he hit at there. How'd that unravel in your eyes?
That's Ant. I don't know how else to describe it. If that doesn't go in, he lives with it, has confidence, and so when his confidence is that high, everybody else lives with it. And if that doesn't go in, we go down and try to get a stop. I think that's the overall mindset of the team.
Donte, so talk about you filling the role with Minnesota. What is Coach Finch kind of asked from you game by game, making shots, playing defense? How do you see yourself with this team?
How you see me with the team? Of course,
do a little bit of everything.
That's exactly kind of my mindset. That's always been my, every team I've been on. Every night it's not going to be, getting 15 shots up. Sometimes it's 3-4 shots. Sometimes it's 15. But just to be aggressive and get downhill and get other guys involved and get our main guys easy looks and get them in the flow for their own offense, then it makes it easier on us as a supporting cast.
Donte, you took like 2 offensive illegal screen charges, and that takes a toll on your body. Like, how do you hold up? Like, how tough is that for you getting out there diving on the floor?
I'm good. Like I said, it's kind of who I am. It goes back to college. And just every single year, just preparing my body for a long season, and just it's a mindset thing. Just get on the floor, and I think that's contagious because it changes the energy of the game, and then other guys start to do it.
They just said for you and Jaden that 10 to 12 shots is kind of almost have you guys taking that much at a minimum. Is that feel right for you?
Yeah, everybody loves more shots, but like I just said, like some games it doesn't happen that way, and at this time of the year it doesn't matter. I think early on in the season everybody trying to get a flow, like you said, like 10 to 15, 10 to 12, whatever it is. But at this time of the year it might be 15, it might be 5, it might be 0. I have no idea what the game is gonna.
But if it's 5, does that, like if you only take it 5 or Jaden only take it 5, does that feel like the offense is kind of unhealthy in that game or the ball's not moving or something?
I would say unhealthy, but it what's a game rate? Ant might have 50, you know what I mean? And like I said, at this time of the year is different. If you ask me this question in November, early December, I think it's a different answer. But right now, it's whatever the game. I think it's a healthy balance of everybody throughout the lineup getting that many shots. But whatever the game allows.